Hey, what's up, cool kids? Um, I'm back with my first hangout with a haul. It's been about 3 or 4 months since I've done one of these, but I had to get on here and show you guys what we picked up. So before I get into all of that, with me as always is my lovely wife April.
Hello.
Just want to see how you're doing, April. You doing good?
Doing good.
Feeling great?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
It's only because you're not feeling great because you have to go back to work tomorrow. We both have to go back to work tomorrow. We've had a long vacation.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, it's been an amazing weekend that we had, and we can't wait to get into showing what we picked up. We're going to talk about some of the our favorite moments of the trip. So before I get into all of that, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and I would greatly appreciate it. And I know April would because she's tired of
Listening to it.
Yeah, she's tired of listening to me. I would say you can scoot up, but I guess
Well,
you
I
can't.
really can't. You put me back here in the back, so apparently you're embarrassed by me.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got a lot of shit, so yeah. Go ahead, hit that notification bell. That way you can keep up to date on everything that I'm going to post, and throw a like in there because likes are free too. And yes, April likes it, so yeah. So before I get into showing what we got, I want to check out to see who's here in the chat. So we have Jeff's here. Good morning, good evening, everyone.
Apparently
Jeff,
you're hiding them.
I'm hiding. How can I hide
I
them?
don't know. You said hide. Hey, Jeff.
There's Holland. Holland says, "What's up, cool kids? What's up, Holland?"
Oh, I see now. I was like, I can't see when you. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Holland, Tiana.
Tiana's here. Tiana, as always, she's a huge supporter of me and especially you
I love
and
Tiana.
Laren.
Hey, Laren.
My man, Laren. Let's see. Nikki's here.
Nikki. Hey,
What's up,
Nikki.
Nikki? We had a great time at Nikki's place.
Really did. It was really, really good to meet you guys and Laren and everybody.
Let's say Tiana, Laren saying, Holland, my love.
Aw, I can feel the love.
Oh boy, this chat's really popping up. I am skipping ahead of everybody. What is wrong with me?
That's what I said.
I don't know what's. Sorry, guys, I have no idea. I just now hopped back on the StreamYard because I'm an idiot.
I'm looking ratchety.
It's all right. I look worse. You're not the one who had 2 teeth knocked out of their head.
Hey, Corey. I do see Corey before you put the thing on
there. Yep. Laren saying sup T. Mom's like, hey mom. A bunch of highs back and forth. And there's Corey. We had a great time with Corey this weekend.
It was great to meet Tammy also.
Mm-hmm. By saying hi back and forth. I really need to get a mouse to configure this a little bit better. There's Anthony. What the hell is Johnny watching? I want answers. Well, you're going to find out what I saw this past week. And
I want answers. Sorry.
Yeah. Some more haze back and forth. Jeff said all these great. Yes, they are great, but they're not here for me. They're here for April. So
I'm loved. What can I say?
Corey the lawnmower man. And a bunch of more haze back and forth. So we'll run through these and then we'll get into a little bit of a story time. Anthony, Laren, much more. Everybody saying hello to one another. What's up, Nikki, Holland, both Holland, Tiana. And see, of course, people usually like me a little more after they meet Tammy as well. And like Tammy is cool as fuck, I must say. Yes, she is. All right. So, brief little story. April and I were fortunate enough to we had a little get together with some of us here on in the community, some of us on YouTube, some of us on Instagram. And it was put together by Bob from Bob's Blu-rays. He reached out and asked the group of us since we did it last year, if we want to go ahead and do it again this year. And naturally, April said yes. I wasn't so sure. And then she said, "You're going," so we went. Um, so we all got together, and it was just we had this amazing house out in Tennessee. I have no idea how the Bob found it, but he found it. And here is some of the people that we actually got together with. See, I'm moving the mouse over. Hopefully, you guys can see it. If you can't, then I'll go from my left to right. There's Nick, who I actually got to meet for the first time. Nick's a great guy. I got to meet his is it his wife or is his girlfriend? I don't.
To be honest,
Yeah, I was never told. I'm Nick. Please don't shoot me or hate me or what. I wasn't sure, but Heather, he came with Heather. I got to meet Tristan.
Sweetest we can be, Heather is.
Oh yes. April loved
Everybody
Heather.
was great. Everybody's great.
Tristan, who was Jeff's son. Mizzy, who I'd met before. And then there's Tony.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Corey just said Nick's wife. Okay, my apologies. I'm an idiot. And we had Tony, who's one of the mainstays here in the community. Jeff, and I also got to meet Jody for the first time. Jody's an awesome guy. I believe he's around that area, maybe a couple hours away. We had an absolute blast with him. You got to hang out a couple of days, and then you had to go back home, but that's all right. Then there's this ugly person in the middle, and then right next to him is Bob, and then Dave, Durant Cinema. I got to tell you, I had an absolute blast finally get to meeting him. I've been on a couple of live streams with him, and he's just great. His energy is through the roof.
Yes.
And he brought Shauna with him and his girlfriend Shauna, and they just made the get together even better. And there's Laren next to Dave. I have been on many live streams with Laren, but I had never met him in person. And again, it was a blast meeting Laren, and they shaved his head.
They did cut it and shave.
Yeah, they shaved Laren's head while we were there, which was just. I didn't get to see it, but David had taken pictures. If you follow Dave on Instagram, he took a lot of pictures, and I think he posted those up. And of course, Corey, who brought his lovely wife Tammy, who proceeded to she beat you guys in cornhole.
Her and Jody did beat
her. And Jody were playing Bob and April in the cornhole game.
Down. Rematch next year.
Rematch.
So
yeah, that's what the get-togethers were great, and we had an awesome time. There were a couple of people who couldn't make it because of scheduling issues. So, all in all, we had a great time. So, and I'll get into more. I'm still kind of getting on my sleep schedule. I'm still kind of rattled up here. So,
I think Mika's.
Don't worry. I'm going to get back into the chat. I need to find out where I was.
Sorry, it just
okay.
Something. I'm sorry.
We're gonna pop back into the chat here. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this, so go easy on me. Han says, Corey, I like you more after seeing you take your Pepsi mug across state lines. And Anthony said, I heard that Corey's beard will be making an appearance today. No, Corey had his beard shaved before we all got there. Like, I think he shaved it when he was at home, and he kind of surprised all of us. And this is Holland. Sorry, Anthony, it might be a few months before the beard comes back around. We all love the beard, but we're glad that he shaved it. We feel kind of special because we thought, he shaved it just for us. There's next, yes. Tony loving Dollywood. Tony had a blast at Dollywood from what we were told, but
well, let's ask him. Is he in the chat?
He might be in the chat. There's Mika.
Hi, Mika.
What's up, Mika? I think they have a stream going on tonight, so it's nice of them to pop in and say hi, and then there is Tony himself,
the man.
Hi, Tony. Did you get in touch with him after the gift that I left him?
No. I sent a message. I know that much. Well, yeah.
There's everybody saying hi back and
I
forth.
told you what he said.
I can't remember. Again, it's been a while.
You don't
Laren looks
me.
cool bald. Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Everybody looks cool when they're bald. God, I gotta shave my head again.
Yes, you do.
I told you I'm slipping. This week has just been rough. I'm saying hi to everybody. Hi to Tony. Mika said it looks like it was a fun day. It really was.
It was a fun time.
The only thing we really didn't like about it was the getting to the house itself.
It was a little dicey at times.
Because I thought it was like we get off the interstate and go down this one road and boom, there we are. But no, it was 10, 15 minutes away from the interstate.
Johnny does not like being out in the middle of nowhere.
No. This house was secluded like in the woods.
It was beautiful though. It was nice.
It's a nice house.
Relaxing.
But I've seen way too many horror films and no, I was uncomfortable. Saying hi, Tony. Just a bunch of highs back and forth. Anthony saying, "Oh, what's up, Mika?" There's a scroll. Yep. Yeah, Corey says, I'm still trying to catch up with my sleep. It's rough because, you have a certain set sleep schedule, and then when you go away, it just gets thrown out. And then when you come back to reality,
especially knowing you have to go to work,
knowing you have to go back to work, the following couple of days, I mean, it's hard to get back on that schedule. But, hey, Nikki's. Tony's waving, so wave. Steve says, no stream, I had to postpone it so I can hang out with you guys.
Aww.
Well, you didn't have to postpone it on account of us.
Not at all.
I'm no big deal, even though
I feel special.
Big in stature, but
I feel special.
Oh, well, yeah. Out at the secluded house. Yes, it was. There was like one house maybe 100 yards away from us, maybe, and 100 yards maybe on each side of us. But yeah, it was
peaceful, quiet and peaceful.
It was, well, I mean, you haven't seen that many horror films I have. I know how that shit starts. Oh, it's a Cabin in the Woods. Yes, he gave off Cabin in the Woods vibes. Anthony says Bob wanted to get you completely isolated and alone, Johnny. Yes.
He didn't do his job.
Well, we got me away from, cell service. Cabin in the Woods, yes. How long did you guys end up staying? What was it 4 nights?
Fridays, yeah.
Saturday, Sunday,
we came home Wednesday.
So we stayed 5 nights, and we came back on Wednesday morning. Was it for no? We checked in at Friday afternoon, and we had to be out by like Wednesday morning. I'm also having a little post vacation blues. Never fun going back to reality. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
This is probably not through Wednesday. Yeah. So on this trip,
I got it.
I did go out and make some purchases.
A lot of purchases.
So to give you a little background on this, I'm condensing some of my collection. The way I figured it is I have a whole bunch of DVDs, and what I did was I need to upgrade them. But I've had them for a long time, so I'm forcing myself to upgrade them to either Blu-ray or 4K. So I took about 12 boxes full to the brim of DVDs down to McKay's in Knoxville. And after being there all day, because they gave us this spiel where we'll only take 3 totes for every person per hour. So we were there, me and my father-in-law. I had to rent a cargo van to haul all that shit down there, and we were there all day, and I ended up getting close to $1,000 in trade credit. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to use this for when we go down. I'm not going to go through this again. So this is what I picked up. But when we first got there, we had to make a Walmart run. And naturally, we go to Walmart. I'm going to pick up some titles. So this is what I picked up at Walmart, which was in Newport, Tennessee. I only picked up 3 titles. And the first one is Wishmaster, the Vestron with the Vestron slip, the numbered slip. I didn't have this in my collection, and I was surprised that Walmart actually still had this. And I had to pick it up because I'm collecting the Vestron line. And the next one that I picked up was the Final Destination 5-film collection with Final Destination Bloodlines coming out. And April and I were going to take our niece to see it. She has never seen any of the Final Destination movies, and I don't have them in my collection. But for $15, I could not pass this up. It's Blu-ray, and I went to see the first 2 of these, but I just kind of stayed away from the rest of them. But I am going to watch these all over again, and then we're going to go take her out to watch that movie.
And to get her scared to drive behind any tractor trailers.
Yes.
Stuff.
And this last one I picked up, I do love A24, and I didn't have this in my collection, but I picked up We Live in Time. Now, this is, I guess, the Walmart edition. I know there is a A24 edition that you can only get on their website, but I recently became an A24 or whatever the hell that is, that AAA 24 member. So I'm getting a couple more A24 titles in, but I've never seen this. I've heard people say, bring your box of tissues because it's kind of sad. So, and it's got Ken from Mid-Level Media. It's got his favorite actress in it, Florence Pugh. Now, once we kind of got back settled into the Airbnb, because that's where we stayed at, a lot of us, especially Tony and Bob, brought some. They brought over some slip covers, and some things that they were going to trade in at McKay's. And when we get together with each other, when they bring over some of their slip covers, I will naturally, I'll go and pick some out if I need some. And I noticed Tony had this box that was sitting on the kitchen table, and I just kept looking at it, and I'm like, what is that? And it turns out,
you have it?
Yeah, I got it. It was a popcorn holder for Ghostbusters Afterlife. And Tony, being the angel that he is, he gave me the popcorn holder for Ghostbusters Afterlife.
I would have charged him, Tony.
Yeah, but Tony said, no, you can have it. And it lights up, and yeah, that's where you put your popcorn.
I would have made him give me $50.
So after, I put it together, I just sat there just doing this across the table. I was like a kid with a new toy. And I love Ghostbusters, and I can't thank Tony enough for saying, hey, it's yours, take it. Thank you, Tony. Now, I decided last year, but I didn't follow through with it. I had this idea of when we all get together, have these get-togethers, that each one of us would get just a DVD or a Blu-ray or whatever, and have everyone sign it. That way it's kind of like a souvenir. In case, for some reason, like we don't get to see each other again, we have something that will last forever because, us in the physical media community. So this is what I chose when we were at McKay's. I chose Zombie Strippers. Yeah. And I had every one of us who were there, I had them sign my copy. You can see Mizzy, and I believe that's Heather, Bob, this little chicken scratch. So I chose Zombie Strippers. Dave really said, oh, you're going to get that? I said, yeah. I don't think he had any idea that I was going to have everybody sign it. And Bob, not wanting April to feel left out.
April wouldn't have felt left out, but thank you, Bob.
He gave her good luck, Chuck. And at the very top, it says, to my bestest friend, April, you're the very best, Bob. Apparently, Bob even likes April more than he likes me. And that's fine. I'm okay with it. But yeah, we had everybody else signing. I believe my
Yeah,
chicken
everybody.
scratch is on there
Yeah,
somewhere.
yours is right there.
Yep. Mine says Boo Boo, the love of my life, which she is. Without her, there is no me. Now we've shown off just a little bit, but I'm gonna get back into the chat because I don't want everyone to feel slighted. So Tiana says, April, you are very special. She is. She is special.
Tiana's special too.
Mika says, that's awesome, Tony. Love to see everyone getting together. Yeah, we're thinking, we want to continue to do this, and it's going to be, it does get hard for some people, whether it's the travel or whether it's, getting the funds together to do this because it gets very expensive the more people you have. And Corey says, Mika, we need to come out your way next. I want to hit up Bull Moose. Yes, yes. I think she's in New York. I wanted to go to Bull Moose this year. I mentioned it to Bob. I said, April and I, we were thinking about going to Bull Moose. And he said, no, you're going wherever I tell you to go. I said, yes, Bob. Yeah, that's good. Yes, it is. I was surprised I got that much. And after my first run through, because I went back twice, yeah, I was surprised I had that much left. She says, definitely, Corey. See, Corey, we should all go up to Bull Moose one time. It is. I love the first one. And the second one is the first one that she and I went to go watch because we just started dating, or we were dating a year when the second one came out. Oh, We Live in Time. Have you? No, I have not seen it. I know you haven't seen it.
No.
Of course, I still want to see We Live in Time. I do too, and I can't wait. See, Anthony says Bull Moose looks so badass. I need more places to see physical media in person. Yeah, I've heard. Bull Moose, Disc Replay. McKay's is nice, but it was like better last year and the year before because where they had that deal where they ask people to, if you want to hit up all the McKays in one day, we'll give you like $800 in store credit. So I think a whole bunch of people did that, and then they just went and bought up everything they saw. So now,
you want to do my stuff first?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to do April's pickups that she got at McKay's first.
Because some of that was mine.
Yeah. So I'm going to get into like her McKay's pickups, and then I'll go into my McKay's pickups. So what April picked up, and she found a lot of stuff, but she like disappeared as I was looking, and then she went back to the car. So what was the first thing you picked up? She's got books and she's into vinyl.
Oh, the first thing was my 3 books. Okay. The Risk.
I know nothing about these books, so I'm clueless.
It's by L. Kennedy. It's about college kids hockey. My favorite.
What is Briar U? Is that a university?
Yeah, and they play hockey, college hockey. And I'm into hockey, and she's one of my favorite authors.
You're into fuck books, is what you're into. Look at the back of this. It says everyone says I'm a bad girl.
I've got 7 books about her. I need to get the whole series.
Yeah, she does have a lot of this particular author up there, and she's like, but I've got him on my phone. And I'm like, no, you need to start getting physical copies because who knows? It may go away one day.
I've got another one. I can't remember if the play is off campus, but this is The Score.
Yeah, see? Score. I mean, what else is another word for
these
for
two
screwing?
Are part of they're part of a series.
He knows how to score on and off the ice. See? This is porn.
It is not.
It is.
It's romance.
Romance. Look, he's got a sheet over her face.
Oh my God. And it's in the deal.
She's about to make a deal with a college boy. and it's going to be oh so good. See, I'm telling you,
Okay.
she gets into that stuff.
Okay, now my albums, my vinyl.
Okay, she did pick up some albums, some vinyl, and oh my, I caught hell for this, but all right, I did it because of her.
Me and my niece are Swifties. I will admit it. I admit it.
Where's your
We have,
bucket?
huh?
Where's your bucket?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll have to find it out. Here's the first. Oh, I know where it is.
Okay. So she bought
The
Taylor
red album.
Swift. I guess it's the Red album. I know nothing about this. I know I went to see the concert movie, but I still know nothing about this.
If Sarah was here, she'd tell you all about it.
Yeah.
She knows everything. Then I have Folklore.
She picked up Folklore. Again, that's the Cardigan. What the hell is this shit?
It's a song. Those are the songs on the back. We should be listening to them in the background.
No,
babe.
we can't. That's licensing rights.
And then this one is Speak Now.
Speak Now with its. All of these are Taylor's versions. So
Yes, except for the one I got at whatever that little place is.
And upon arrival, Bob gave April something that she just absolutely fell in love with, and he gave her these Taylor Swift Eras Tour cups and this popcorn bucket, which we never got these when we went to see it. We got the cups, but the cups were black inside, and they didn't have the different pictures on the inside. So April she's like, oh my God, and she freaked out, and I never heard the end of it. That's what she got.
Bob?
Yes, thank you, Bob. Thank you for adding more Taylor Swift to my damn collection. All right, we're gonna move on to my Blu-rays now. So these are just some of these I've seen, some of these I haven't, and I wanted to check them out. So I picked up Fruitvale Station. I've never seen this, and I've heard this is really, really, really good. I can't wait to check it out. And Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, and I got a story about those two a little bit later on. The King of Staten Island. I've never seen this, but I like Pete Davidson. I've heard good things about this, but I wanted to check it out. Embattled. This was a recommendation from Bob. He said that it's I was looking at the back of it, and I said, this looks like Warrior. He said, yeah, it has Warrior feels. Instead of, brother versus brother, this is father versus son. So I'm going to check it out. The sticker is over top of the title, but it's Life is Beautiful. If you haven't seen Life is Beautiful, this is this film is utterly amazing. I went to watch this in theaters. I believe it was right before or right after the Academy Awards that particular year. And it's a foreign film. Roberto Benigni won. He won Best Actor, and everyone remembers it because he kind of went like apeshit crazy as he was dancing down the aisle to get his Oscar. And it won Best Foreign Film. This film, I would put over. This was way better than Shakespeare in Love. And don't hate me, but I like this more than I do Saving Private Ryan. My next one is, again, I'm a huge A24 fan, and I had to pick up Zola with the slip cover. I've been looking for this particular one for a long time with a slip. Haven't seen it, so I can't wait to check it out. This one, I'm sure everybody's seen, but I don't have it in my collection. It's Castaway. Love Tom Hanks. Love Castaway. Oh boy, I know this has a Kino Lorber release, but I haven't been able to find it in the wild. And I don't want to pay those secondary market prices. But it's Aspen Extreme. I did go watch this when it first came out. I thought it was okay. I thought it was decent, but I haven't seen it since. So it's been like 30 years since I've seen this. Another one I went to go watch in theaters because I absolutely love Denzel Washington. His Courage Under Fire. I thought it was really good, but I've only seen it like twice, once in the theater and once on VHS, and I had to have it to my collection. We'll do the Criterion one last.
Then why'd you put that one down?
Oh, I just put it there. Oh, okay.
I mean,
well, we'll move on. I've got a whole bunch of Criterion titles too. So I'm screwing. I had everything like in an order, but I'm screwing it up. And April's like, "What is going on here?"
You told me which way to go, so I'm just going the way I was told.
I picked up Diabolique. This was Psycho was heavily influenced by this film. This is 1954. I haven't seen it. I did go watch the remake, and
my bad.
What?
I see where it says Criterion.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
But only after picking this one up, I found out there was a Blu-ray of it. So if I like this, then I'll upgrade the Blu-ray. If I don't, then I'll just keep it. This one is a box set. I have seen a lot of people when they do their Criterion closets and they say, "Oh, well, you should get this and get this and get this." I haven't been able to see this in the wild, and I'm not paying the price that the Criterion collection actually offers for it. But I got the complete Jacques Tati. You get 7 films in here plus a bunch of shorts, and it's really nice and thick. I mean, it's great films in here. I've heard a lot of good things about Monsieur Hulot's Holiday. I think a lot of people that's their favorite. Boys on the Side. I did go watch this in theaters. I wasn't that impressed with it, but again, I haven't seen it in almost 30 years, so I need to check it out again. Blast from the Past. Brendan Fraser, Academy Award winner. Brendan Fraser, an Academy Award. Oh, there's 3 Academy Award winners in here. Chris Walken, Sissy Spacek, and now Brendan Fraser. I had to have it. I love this film. It was great. Rounders. I've only seen this movie once, and that was in the theater. I don't remember a whole lot about it other than John Malkovich's "give the man his money." But Bob actually picked this up and he had it in his cart, and I was going to get it. And he said, "Let me see if I actually have this in my collection." He had another one, so he said, "Yeah, you can have it." So Rounders. Scenic Route. I know Bob talked about this one. I haven't seen it. I've been wanting to watch it for the longest time. And it's a crazy film, but I need to check it out. This one, I remember Jeff was hyping this one up. I had never seen this before. And it's From Paris with Love. I like John Travolta. I'm surprised I didn't check this out when it first came out, but now that I have it, I am going to check it out. Another A24 title I have not seen, and it's Waves. Though it does have Sterling K. Brown in it, and I like Sterling K. Brown. So I can't wait to check this out. Oh, good God Almighty. Just go ahead and give me both of them. Okay, Bob gave me shit over this, and I needed it for a little thing he's doing. So I did pick up the 4Ks for 50 Shades of Gray, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades Freed. I've seen these 2. I haven't seen this one. So I'm going to watch them over again.
About me reading porn.
That's the difference. You shut up. April will not watch these movies because she's read the books and she has in her mind who Christian Grey is and what's the girl's name? Anastasia. She has in her mind who those characters should have been played by, and she's like, "Nope, I'm not going to watch it." But I'll watch it. Oh, a classic film. You know, a lot of people, a lot of people hated this film, but I thought I had a blast with it. It's John Belushi, 1941, Steven Spielberg classic. Sorry, I'm getting parched. But John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, it's just like a great send up. Another movie I went to see in theaters, which I thought was going to win Best Picture, but they got it right. Apollo 13. The Impossible. Bob raves about Naomi Watts in this film. I've never seen it. So when I saw it out there, I believe it was, $2.95. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a chance. I'm looking forward to checking that one out. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Never seen this movie. A lot of people say it's great. I can't wait to check it out. Although Ezra Miller's in here, and I know he's gotten a bad rap as of late, but I'm willing to check it out. Semper Fi. Bob recommended this. I have no idea what it's about, other than it's a police officer, and he makes his ends meet as a Marine Corps reservist. After his younger brother is arrested, given an unfair prison sentence, he's driven by his loyalty to his family, and I guess he tries to break his brother out of prison. To me, that sounds like the show Prison Break, but I'll check it out. And the last one of this particular stack is, I did go watch this in theaters, and I thought it was amazing. I love Daniel Day-Lewis, and it's The Last of the Mohicans. So now that stack is done, we'll get back to the chat for a little while. Let's see. Tiana said it's a pretty sad. I think they're talking about We Live in Time. Probably why we've been delaying. Yeah. No shame in the slipcover game, and I brought myself home a lot. I brought home. I brought home like a bunch last year, and I didn't even bring home close to that many this year.
Last year you had, I don't know how many you brought home.
Tina said that's an awesome popcorn bucket. It is. I'm assuming you're talking about the Taylor Swift one, even though mine's the Ghost Trap. Yeah, April doesn't like Ghostbusters as much as I do, so.
Tay is more better. Just kidding, babe. Just kidding.
Alan's laughing. Of course, as I was actually putting some of the slips on my movies today, once I got them, I was putting them on, and I was like, well, I know I need to take off the little stickers and everything and hit them with a Goo Gone. See, Nikki's clapping, yes. Final Destination 2 is my favorite. That log trick scene is so. That's still, I will not get on the interstate if there's a logging truck in front of me. I won't do it. I'll quickly either go 90 to get past them, or
fall
just
way back.
Yeah, fall way back. I don't know what is going on with my throat, but it's starting to get scratchy. Tony's so awesome. Love that. Yes. See, Mika recognizes it. Mika knows that my popcorn holder is better than yours.
She's just being nice to you.
That's so cool. Great movie, Robert Englund performance. Oh, the zombie strippers. Yeah. Even Dave was saying that. Robert Englund was good in that. Tony is the coolest. That he is. I mean, there are very few people like him. Yeah, it was. I wish I had gotten it. See, I was going to do it last year. I had the movie picked out and everything, but I left my Sharpies at home. And I was going to surprise everybody, once we're down there. I said, hey, just sign it. As of course, as Johnny bought all the criteria. I didn't buy all of them. I wanted to. Once I got in the car and we were heading home, I'm like, God, I should have gotten that one. I should have gotten that one. Nikki says it was awesome meeting you guys. Thank you so much for riding out. Look, we knew we were going to. Once Bob said, we're thinking about going out to Nikki's, I said, yeah. There's no way I'm not missing out on meeting Nikki.
The only thing you didn't like was the mountain drive.
Oh God, I hate mountains. I really do, because if I'm driving in a stretch of land or whatever on the road, and I don't get cell signal,
he's not happy.
I get irritated. I start to freak out.
But it was a beautiful drive, though. We saw elk.
Oh yes, we did see some elk, and Bob wanted to see two bears fucking, but
I wanted to see the bears, but
no. See, Mika says we're in Massachusetts.
See, Halloween would be cool, hitting up Salem and stuff. That would be so cool.
Well, do you want to cancel the beach and go up there?
We could. We haven't.
Oh my God! Damn you all!
Well, we haven't got reservations for the beach. I mean, hey.
You guys have to come up around Halloween, Corey. Hit up Salem. Bull Moose is in New Hampshire, so it's about 50 minutes away from us.
That would be a cool trip.
We could do that. Tiana says, I want to go to Bull Moose. Again, we want to go. We might even go. Our family's in New York, New Jersey.
Sneak Tiana over the border.
Yeah, we'll sneak Tiana across the border. We'll sneak you across the Rainbow Bridge. Anthony says, those videos Bob posts were so much fun to watch. You guys found so much awesome physical media, and you were all cracking me up the entire time. A lot of those things where you saw me, like holding a movie, I was forced to do that at gunpoint.
You were not.
Yes. Bob was going to withhold my snacks from me. And
that I could believe.
Because Bob did eat a lot of my stuff up there.
He really did. Like all your fudge rounds was taken.
Yeah.
One?
I got one fudge round. I bought this big ass box of fudge rounds, and I got one. And Bob just kept going after him. He said, because I guess he doesn't get those up there. He's never seen any up there. And Corey's saying, oh, okay, Mika, sometime this fall, there might be some Midwesterners invading the East Coast. Sounds like a challenge.
I'm up.
Well, we're not Midwesterners. The risk looks good. Yes, April, love vinyl and books. Yeah. April is starting to get more into vinyl now. Now that I think it was last year. Last year when we were together with Tim and April, and like they were big into vinyl, and that's kind of like lit a little fire under April. She kind of like got bitten by the bug. She's like, I want to start collecting some vinyl. And I'm like, hey, all right.
And then with Sarah, my niece.
Yeah, with our niece, she's huge into vinyl. Hockey smut is the best.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's the smutty books. It's not smutty books. They're fuck books.
They're smutty.
Writing down to add to my reading. No, don't read this.
Oh Lord, I could. Yeah. I'll have to write down all the people I read so you can send it to her and let her know what they are so she can look them up.
You don't need to corrupt Mika and Kira. No.
I have over 900 books in my Kindle app. So just saying.
Jeff, I was still using some of my $800 on our trip last week. I know it's like I don't know if it applies like everybody else, but like when Jeff had huge credit, I had a lot of credit. It's like when you have this credit, it's like you really don't find anything, but if you don't have the credit, you find everything. Oh God, I'm gonna blow past this one. There we go. Okay, Tiana's laughing, and
it's romance.
It's not romance.
That's right, Corey. It's romance.
Johnny, what era are you?
He's in not era.
No,
he's not.
That book probably has about 2 pages. Yeah. You're not telling him no, so it probably does.
Just like Sarah, we were going to have a dance party when I got back, and John went and led us.
No, because I had all my stuff laying around, and she's like, "We need to dance." I'm like, "No, I need to catalog this stuff." Because it's a great red album, a red great album. Those are the best versions. No, they're
Yes,
not. I have to support the Taylor's version. We have that Ayers popcorn bucket. It sits in our movie room. Yeah, April's going to have to find.
I have to find a place for it. It was on my
It's
dresser.
not going up there because that's where I have my Art the Clown and stuff.
Oh yeah, did you show him that?
No, I
You
didn't
need to show him that.
You know how hard it's going to be for me to get up there and get that?
Well, I would, but you won't let me.
Fruitvale Station, great movie set.
If I could even reach it.
I've heard that the ending's kind of rough, and I remember vaguely about the whole thing that went down around it. Speaking of,
Yes,
yes, we'll get into Sinners a little bit later.
I was shocked on some of it though.
Life is Beautiful, so good. Benigni is hilarious. Yeah, he is. I didn't like what he did with Pinocchio though. That was. I'm kind of glad that I don't own that one. Yep. Yes, you do.
I hope you like it, Tiana.
Yeah. It's I do have some issues with it, but I'll get into that later. Hell yeah, Laren. Wilson. Yeah, the volleyball. Sinners are our favorite film of the year. Yeah, it deserves every bit of accolade it gets. I'll say that. You're gonna have such a great time at the theater checking out Sinners. Yes, there are end credit scenes, so stick around for those.
Yes.
Courage Under Fire is a great. Yes, it is. From what I remember of it, it was really great. Yes, it is, Mika. Good to hear, Anthony. I finally got Drew to want to go. That was the same with her. Like, it was down to either we were given an option of movies what we wanted to watch, and I showed April 2 trailers, and she's like, we'll go with Sinners. Oh, it's Allie. She used to be my arch nemesis, but now she's not. Because, I started to started watching Dakota Johnson films. So. And she's going to like what I did pick up. By saying hi to Allie. And yep. Those holidays when I want to see. I remember watching Francis Ford Coppola go into the Criterion closet, and he was picking out all of these films, and he pulled the Tati box set. I said, I've seen a lot of people pull this box set out. I need to check it out. And for the longest time, it was like the Criterion collection, they didn't have it in stock. And when I went to McKay's, they had it. I'm like, oh, I'm getting it.
Because Johnny gets what Johnny wants.
Yep. You got. I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. I love Boys on the Side. It's been a long time since I've seen that. I mean, I might come around to it again. Aren't these there they are. Oh, I love Blast from the Past. I do. I thought it was kind of childish when I first saw it, but it's kind of grown on me since then. And I love Brendan Fraser. I just do. Rounders, it is good. I need to watch it again. Bring your Oreos. All right. Allie, what's up? Bunch of people saying hi. See, waiting for Corey's watch along of Paris. See, Mika says Waves is one of our favorite A24 films. So underrated. Huh. All right. They say Waves is good. Remember, Bob was shocked when he said, "You got Zola?" I said, "Yeah, I got Zola." From Paris, look. I knew Jeff and Nick. I know they love this film, but I've seen one scene in it. I think where they're all at a dinner table, and the phone, or one of them answers a phone, and Travolta just snaps.
Well, it's rude.
No, he kills a girl. She's saying hi to everybody. Sterling K. Brown with those. Yes, Sterling K. Brown does have some intense eyes. I want to watch American Fiction. I don't know. I can't believe I didn't watch it when it was on Amazon, or it may still be on Amazon. Yep, she knows. She knows. She saw it. Who's talking about porn? She
Not
reads
me.
it. She reads it.
I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, the books are so good for 50 Shades.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they are, but I don't like to read because
They are because you can imagine it.
Why imagine it when I can see it?
Because it's so much better to imagine it.
In horror films, less is more. But in, when someone's giving someone the business, I want to see it. I don't want to imagine it. That's just me.
We are different. What can I
Yeah.
say?
Hey, Allie. See, I read the books too, and I think Dakota Johnson was the perfect choice to play Anna.
I may give it a try. I may. I'll just have to be in one of my moods to watch a movie.
Hey, me. The Impossible is a good one. Again, I've heard nothing but great things about that. That's as good. Young Tom Holland. Yeah, I think he plays the son in that.
Yeah.
The Perks of Being a Wallflower is a great movie and a book. I didn't even know that was a book.
It is, yeah.
Have you read it?
No.
Okay.
But it is a book, yeah.
What about the guy, Allie? Was he perfect casting or a punk? Loved being The Perks of Being a Wallflower. One of my favorite films, Last of the Mohicans. Yeah. It was really, really, really good. I think this is the director's cut. I think that's the one that I have. Yeah, it's the definitive cut. So, and I like Jamie Dornan. I think he did a good job overall.
He did.
Those damn stickers on the. I know, but I've got goo gone, so I don't know. Don't worry, it'll be taken care of. Yeah, they do. They a couple of them I pulled off. They're real easy. I love driving through the mountains. It was like, I watched this. I saw this in a movie one time. Yeah, Cord. Who was it? No, it was Jody was the one who was driving like he had extra lives.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was in a hurry.
My kind of driver.
I think it's beautiful. It really is beautiful, and
it is.
The time that we spent there was just awesome. I can get across the border just if I get back into Canada.
Tiana, I don't even know if you can get across the border right now.
Yeah. All right, Tiana. Nick, I agree with you. You have beautiful country around you. Yes, she does. Yes, Holland. Fudge Rent. I got a box of them around here somewhere.
They're over on your dresser.
Okay. Yeah, I had to get a box the other day because I love fudge rounds. Yeah, Holland Bob. Yes, he did fall in love. And I think when we left, we bought Bob a box so he could take back home in case he didn't have any.
Thank you for your Nutter Butters.
And he took it. We got him hooked on Nutter Butters too. Yeah, there's so many fudge rounds. And I was all excited about getting $63 in credit. Y'all watching that? I'm not. I don't think we're going to watch anything. We're going to do the live stream, and then that's it. We got to go to work tomorrow. All right, Tiana, thank you for stopping by. Tiana. Enjoy Sinners.
Definitely let me know how you liked it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
See, everybody saying.
Have fun, Tiana.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. That's my friend Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Everybody saying hi to Larry. So, now that we've finished that, we are going to get into the rest of my pickups from McKay's. That's not McKay's.
Oh.
Start off with
your.
Yeah, those are the other ones. More Criterions. I got A Christmas Tale.
Oh shit! Sorry, guys. Sorry for the language.
A Christmas Tale. Again, this is a French film. I didn't know this had a Blu-ray release, so if I like this, I will be upgrading to the Blu-ray. If not, I'm just going to stick with the DVD. Blue is the warmest color. I remember when this came out, I haven't seen it. I know it got a lot of buzz, and I saw it there for $30, which is kind of a steep price for a 2013 movie, but it was there, Blu-ray. I had to pick it up. A film that was I haven't seen this before, but I remember when this came out. It was up for Best Picture, I believe, but it's Secrets and Lies from Mike Lee. Haven't seen it. I've been wanting to watch this for the longest time, and I picked it up. Oh boy. I just recently checked out Platoon for the first time in a long time, and I've seen, All Quiet on the Western Front. But a lot of people say that this is like one of the greatest war films that's ever been made. And I had to pick up Come and See. Never seen this before, but a lot of people say that this is like it's a tough watch. It's like 2.5 hours, but it's a really, really rough watch. So I'm gonna watch it because I'll watch anything. I have never I've never seen this all the way through. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it, but it's Sex, Lies, and Videotape, Steven Soderbergh. And this is like the second Criterion title that I've ever seen that's got like a slip cover. I don't know why, but it's got a slip cover. But yep, Steven Soderbergh's first film, and yeah, Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Had to pick it up. 1995's Safe. This is Julianne Moore. This is like one of her earliest roles. I know she was in The Fugitive, and this was like a couple of years later. But I saw this, $23. I was like, well, heard good things, never seen it, so it's going in the stack. One of my favorite directors of all time is David Cronenberg, and I picked up Naked Lunch. I know this has an Arrow chunky box, but I am a Criterion snob, so I'm going to pick up the Criterion no matter what. I've seen like 30 minutes of this, and I couldn't get into it. Like my head started to hurt, but that was when it was first released on video, and now I'm going to watch it all the way through. Oh boy, this is a French film. It's been remade, and it's La Cage aux Folles. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Most of you have seen the remake of this called The Birdcage. I haven't seen this original. I went to watch The Birdcage, but I haven't seen what it was based on, and I can't wait to finally check it out. It's in French, so you're not going to watch it because you don't like French. Well, you like the Amelie. Amelie was kick-ass.
Amelie. I love that movie.
Another movie I went to go watch in theaters, and I didn't understand it. And it's not that I didn't understand like the story itself. It was the writing in it. It was just like, where can I get more of these? And it's Wes Anderson's Rushmore. I thought this was funny as hell, but I didn't like understand it like when I first saw it. But it had Bill Murray in it, and I love Bill Murray, so I had to pick this up. Another one. This was a friend of mine I used to work with. He loves Michael Fassbender. He swears up and down he's the next Brando. But I saw this in the Criterion Collection when Barnes and Noble had the sale. But I didn't pull the trigger on it, and I'm glad I waited because had I seen it then, I may not have appreciated it. But now I kind of do. Want to finally check it out. And it's from Steve McQueen, and it's Hunger. Nothing but great reviews about this, especially Fassbender's performance. So I can't wait to I can't wait to finally check it out. This is a 1949 film. I've never seen it, never heard anything about it, but it's Criterion, so I have to have it. And it's Late Spring. It's a Japanese film from Yasujiro Ozu. And it tells a story of a widowed father who feels compelled to marry off his beloved only daughter. Can't wait to check it out. I love this director. I've seen almost half of his films, but I saw this and I love the two leads in this. It's Shelley Duvall and Cece Spacek. It's Robert Altman's Three Women. I haven't seen this particular one yet, but I do like, the actresses in there, and I love Bob Altman. Alan Pakula's, I guess, the conspiracy or his trilogy he's done. I've never seen this, but it's The Parallax View. Yeah, I think this goes along with like 3 Days of the Condor and All the President's Men, and then this one, it's a trilogy, kind of like conspiracy themed films. I am just getting tongue tied today.
You are.
Terry Malick's The Thin Red Line. I remember this coming to theaters here, but I was like, I really don't want to watch that. For some reason, I wasn't into like war films that much. Because the only one I had seen, I was Saving Private Ryan. I think it was the only one I'd watched. But I still haven't seen it, and I want to check this one out. I had no idea what this movie's about. I know it's got Chloe Grace Moretz in it, Kristen Stewart, and Juliette Binoche, and it's Clouds of Sils Maria. And I want to say it's kind of like, a lot of people said it's like All About Eve. It has that kind of feel, but I don't know. I still haven't seen All About Eve. But yeah, I can't wait to check this out. This one is kind of special to me because when this one was, they released a 4K of this, but prior to that, this film was out of print. Like, you could not get it anywhere. And I saw this on the shelf at McKay's, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Then I went to look at something else, and then I looked back up to get it, and someone had taken it. I'm like, man, I'll never be able to get this, find this out in the wild. About 10 minutes later, Jeff come around and said, do you have this? And I said, no, I don't. And he handed it to me, and it's Rosemary's Baby. Now, I do have the 4K of this, but I've wanted the Criterion one of this for a long time, and it's now out of print. Criterion doesn't sell it, so you'll have to get it on, eBay or Mercari or whatever, but I do finally have Rosemary's Baby Criterion Collection in my collection, thanks to Jeff. This one I've been wanting to get because I want to collect all of the Coen Brothers films. I love the Coen Brothers. And so I had to get Inside Llewyn Davis. And what's really weird about this one is that it did not come with the booklets that Criterion has. So I emailed them. They haven't gotten back to me. But I emailed them to see if I can get like a booklet for this. I don't care. They can charge me $20. I'll pay the $20 for it. But I want the booklet for my Criterion. I haven't seen this. Everybody said it's great. So I can't wait to check it out. And the last one for this pile is, I believe, Mark Rylance, when he was doing his Criterion Closet. He pulled this off the shelf, and I said, you know what, that looks pretty good. Looks interesting. And I like Robert Mitchum. So it's The Friends of Eddie Coyle. So that's it for that pile. Let me get back into the
McKay's?
Oh, no, there's more from McKay's.
What the hell?
Yeah, I got a shitload from McKay's. No, this is from McKay's.
Okay.
Right there is. That's the last of McKay's.
Sticking to the chair. Sorry about that, guys. Probably been a little bit TMI for you.
There's Larry saying, hey to Mika and Kira.
Just this stack? Yeah,
just that stack. Hey, Mom, blue with the warmest color is a good one. I've heard good things about it, and a lot of people, they didn't like the whole, the subtext in it. I want to check it out. I don't care. I don't care what a film is. I will watch it. I don't care what's in there. Secrets and Lies is amazing. Marianne Jean-Baptiste is so good in this. Yes, I think she was nominated for an Oscar for that. And Sex Lies and Videotape is so good, twisted but good. Sounds like it's right up my alley. Yep, that one went away. Oh, if you're all into anime, Grave of the Fireflies is truly a rough watch. Gorgeous animation, amazing, but man, it's rough. I told you, I wanted to get in. I'm thinking about getting all of the Studio Ghibli films. And I said, well, since I've got The Boy and the Heron on the 4K Steelbook, I want to get the rest of them in Steelbook form. And I can get every single one of them with the exception of, Grave of the Fireflies. And if you look on whether it's eBay or Mercari, those things are just absolutely insane. It's like $600, $800. I'm like, well, I guess I'll never get that. And then I think, is it Shout Factory? Screen Factory? One of them's releasing the Blu-ray, or yeah, I think it's the Blu-ray of Grave of the Fireflies. So I'm finally going to add that to my collection. So yeah, I've heard it's a rough watch.
Like sad rough? Or...
Yes. Yeah, Mika says I love Wes Anderson too. Getting into Wes Anderson, when we went down to, with the get together, we had one day where a lot of us went to the movies. I think Bob and Laren and a bunch of them went to see I think it was Until Dawn. And I think Laren and Mizzy fell asleep during the movie. I asked April, what movie she'd like to watch, and I showed her the trailers for Sinners, and I showed her the trailer for Warfare, the A24 film, and she said, "Let's go watch Sinners." So our movie kind of started a little bit later than everybody else's, so we went to this place called Tiebreakers, and we had lunch, and then me, April, Jody, and Tony, we all went to see Sinners. And I'll just, I mean, it is really, really good. I can't, I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything, but I'm going to show you guys what I actually gave it on Letterboxd. I gave it 4 stars.
And a heart.
And a heart. There we go. Wait a minute. There it goes. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars and a heart. My only complaint with the whole Sinners with Sinners, I did not like the accent that Michael B. Jordan used. That was it. Everything else, top notch. Well, with the exception of the third act, if you've seen it, then you probably know what I'm talking about. The I'm going to refer to it as the battle in the barn. It just seemed like that felt kind of rushed. But other than that, I know it's probably going to get nominated for best score and maybe best song, screenplay, maybe. But yeah, it deserves all the accolades that everyone gives it. It's
and
really
Haley
good.
Steinfeld was real good.
Yeah, Haley was really good. I didn't expect that potty mouth of hers, but she was really good. And what was really shocking was that Tony sat through it and he's like, it's really good. It's really good. But back to that, they showed a trailer for a Wes Anderson film in there, and even before I started to notice, everything else, I was like, this feels like a Wes Anderson film. And sure enough, it was Wes Anderson film, and you said you would want to go watch it.
Yeah.
So we are going to go check that out. Hopefully, in the future. Now, back to what I picked up. This is the last haul we got from McKay's. So,
are you sure this is it?
Yeah, this is it from McKay's. Okay, never seen this, but I had to pick it up. It's Star is Born in 4K. I know everybody loves the song in it, and I got kind of ruined on like how it ends. I mean, I already know how it ends because it's been remade so many times, but I just wanted to check it out. This one, Bob kind of, it's not really forced on me, but we have this discussion of what was the better Best Picture winner. Bob swears up and down it should have been Crash. Me, I think it should have been Brokeback Mountain, but I hadn't seen Crash. So I had this bias. So I'm going to finally sit down and check out Crash. And, knowing me, it'll probably, Brokeback Mountains probably should have won Best Picture, but I'm going to check this out. Another recommendation. Well, Bob kind of just put this in my cart, but it's The Art of Racing in the Rain. I've never seen this, but Bob, his favorite actor is Kevin Costner, and I think he plays the voice of the dog in this. He said, just watch it. I know you'll love it, so I'm going to watch it. I don't know if I'll love it, but I'm going to watch it. Well, you're getting tired, huh? American Made. I love Tom Cruise, but I haven't seen this, and for $8.95 with a slip,
Pretty good deal.
I couldn't pass this up. These next two are just upgrades. I needed them. I need to upgrade them for my collection, and they are Endgame and Infinity War with slips. I love the Marvel movies. This one, I don't care. I'll admit it. I cried in the theater in this, and you shed a tear too.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Don't let her lie to you. Don't let her lie to you. She did. She did. We were at the breakfast table, and you're like, "Oh my God, my eyes are leaking." I'm like, "No, you're crying." So yeah, Infinity War, Endgame.
Or was I reading a book that was sad?
No, you were reading no book. I had to get this to complete, the series, but it's Captain Marvel. It does have its good moments, but
Didn't you hate that movie?
I liked it better when it was called Green Lantern. Punisher Warzone. This is an upgrade, but it's got a slip, so I had to pick it up. Shivers. David Cronenberg. I love David Cronenberg. I've got the steel book for this, but this one came with a slip and the numbered spine. I'm collecting those, so I'm glad I finally found this. I did go watch this in the theater. I had an absolute blast with it, and it does play into, what we were talking about earlier. It's From Dusk Till Dawn. I love this movie. Absolutely love this movie. I went to see this in the theater. I thought it was okay, but I need to rewatch it again. It's Gangs of New York. I do like Daniel Day-Lewis, though. Daniel Day-Lewis is awesome. I could listen to Daniel Day-Lewis read the damn phone book. You love this one.
I do.
Easy A. I love Stanley Tucci in this. Emma Stone's okay, but I really like Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci's cool.
I like him, period.
Yeah. Say Anything. It has been a long time since I've seen this. My dad rented this once on video, and he's like, I'm not watching this. So I sat down and watched the rest of it, and I thought it was all right. But this was way back in the VHS days, and I haven't seen it since. So I had to pick it up. This I've never seen, but I've wanted to check this out, and I actually found this with a slip. And it's The Artist. Oh, look, it's got 2 stickers on it. Good God Almighty. Still, The Artist. Best Picture winner. This, another film I saw in the theater. I really wish they'd hurry up and do a 4K of this, but The Hurricane. So now we are done with McKay's, right?
Yay.
We're done.
I guess.
Yeah, I spent a lot of my credit at McKay's. It was just insane.
I think you spent everything.
Yeah, I did. And I'm not going back to McKay's in the near future. I can't do that again. So we're going to go back to the comments, and then I think we are headed to Andrews, North Carolina. Where am I?
Go back up.
Yeah, I've got it starred.
Down.
Sorry, guys. Bear with me.
Keep going.
Goodness.
Right, yeah, right. Love Wes Anderson, and then right down, right there. That was the last
Okay,
one.
okay.
What would you do without me?
I don't know. Rushmore is solid filmed in my neck of the woods.
Where was it filmed at?
I have no idea. We're gonna find out. I see. Mika says Three Women is a good one. Okay, good. I know. I trust Bob Altman, so I'm glad I'm glad they think it's really good. And Jeff says, I knew you'd want. Yes, yes.
Thank you, Jeff.
There's only a handful of criterions that they're like out of print that I actually need, and that was one of them. The others, oh no, I want them all. I want a wall of criterions. I've been wanting that edition of Rosemary's Baby. That's all. Yeah, I got lucky, and then it slipped through my hands, and then Jeff just found it, and yeah. Inside Llewyn is awesome. Yeah, I've heard great things. Hey there, beautiful. Oh, hey, Johnny. Guys.
Thank you, Guy.
Yep. What's up, Guy? Everybody saying hey to Gabe Man. Hey, Guy. Yes. Hit that like button. Yeah. Please hit that like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Tony's still here, which is surprising. No, that means he's going to leave now.
Way to go.
Yeah, I screw everything up. I definitely want to see Sinners again.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I'll watch it again, but I'm going to get.
I can't wait till it comes out.
The Steel book, because I think Groove's got their Steel book up for pre-order. I wish I could have seen Sinners in IMAX. Yeah, that would have been great. Especially the brawl scene at the end would have been great in IMAX. Love Star is one great movie, great soundtrack. Yes, and I gotta admit, I have to say that when they sang that, when she and Bradley Cooper sang that at the Academy Awards, I was like, man, why not just give Bradley Cooper an Oscar for that? Just for that alone. Give him an Oscar. And Corey saying, Tony, I wish I have an IMAX closer to me. They're opening an IMAX like 20 minutes away from me, but I don't think it's AMC.
Be, right?
Yeah. And where I'm got the A list, it's going to suck since I can't go there to use my A list to do IMAX. Mika says the best way to see it, Tony. Yep, Crash is a great one, Johnny. You'll enjoy. I hope so. Okay, he says good one, and Mika and Curious. You got some great pick. Oh, I'm not done.
No,
I got a few more.
3 stacks.
Yep. Now, meeting some of the people that we got together with, Jody was only there with us for a couple of days, but when he left, he gave each and every one of us a bracelet. And these bracelets, well, I have a thick wrist, so it's kind of hard for me to move. But the bracelets say physical media for life. I've got mine. April's wearing hers. See, let me look at this. So you can tell how thick my damn hand is. And yeah, a lot of us, we wore these things throughout the week. Like as soon as we were giving them, like some of us never even took them off. I took mine off because I have to shower. But that was what's
you a shower. I mean, you're thinking.
You don't like me smelling like a damn bum?
No.
That hurts.
I love you. I don't want you smelling.
That hurts, April. Well, it's been a great stream. I'm gonna go ahead and end it now.
Let me show you what else he has then. And if anybody wants to buy some since he's leaving, just hit me up and you can buy some.
No, don't do that. After all the hell I went through to get all that stuff. So, after we left McKay's, we were invited to Jeff's mother's, Nikki, her house in Andrews, North Carolina. While we were there, she made this amazing chili.
Delicious.
That was just, oh my, I filled up this bowl and I just kept chowing down on it. And then we were taken to Jeff's media room. And I told April, I said, you need to, I'm going to walk out of here with something.
I wanted him to pat him down before he left.
I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. And there was so much stuff in there. I was like, oh God, I need that. I need that. I need that. I need that. And then Jeff decided to show us like his Dolby Atmos system. So naturally, what are you going to do? He threw in Top Gun Maverick.
Of course.
And there are pictures of me and Bob just sitting like two best friends, just sitting on the couch. They're just like this, just watching Top Gun, watching it rattle around us. And it was like we were the only. No, Tony sat. Didn't Tony sit in between us?
No, well, for a little bit, I think.
Tony sat in between us, and he got up and left because he just got sick and tired of sitting next to me. We were just sitting there watching this in awe, and I'm like, I have to get. I've got Atmos here, but I don't have the other little speakers that Jeff has. And I'm like, man, I got to step up my physical media game because I thought I had a lot. No, what Jeff has in his media room just dwarfs everything that I got. And I was just amazed because he's got that, and he's got all the video games he has up on his walls.
That was cool.
And it's just great, seeing these other collectors, and you get to go into like seeing their sanctums or their basements or whatever, and seeing everything that they're passionate about, that they actually show off, and they love doing it. It's just great.
And the way they have it set up, which is
cool. Oh, it's great. And so after we were, after I was told to put that back, put it back, John, put it back.
He was told like 100 times to put something back.
Yeah, because I was going to walk out of there with it. I was going to, that Child's Play toy box thing, the 4K, I was going to walk out with that. We decided to head down to this little, it's like a little mom and pop shop. It's called Dean's, and they have like vinyl, and they have VHS, DVDs, and Blu-rays. So we decided to head on down there, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll drive down. And Bob's like, no, we're all going to walk.
Exercise is good for you.
No, because no one told me we were walking. So I started to have cramps. My back was hurting, carrying around this bulbous gut. So we made our way down there, and this is the stuff that we actually picked up down there. And April's going to start off with
Lover. Another Taylor Swift album.
Another Taylor. Is it Taylor's version?
I don't think this is. I think this is the one. If I recall, Sarah said, I think this is the one she recorded. This is one that they didn't take from her. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. My niece knows more about this stuff than I do.
She's like diehard Swiftie.
Very diehard Swiftie.
And so she picked that up, and I picked up. Let's see. I picked up Miracle. I had this on DVD, so this is an upgrade. I didn't go watch this in theaters, but I have seen this, and I really like it. I think it's good. Now, this I did go watch. I'm a huge George Clooney fan, and of course, it's got Julia Roberts in it, and I'll watch anything with Julia Roberts. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Amazing film. Amazing performance by Edward Norton. American History X. You've never seen this before, have you?
I have not.
Oh, you're in for a treat. This is, you won't be doing that. This is a great film. If you haven't seen this, I highly suggest you drop what you do. Leave the stream now and go watch this. This, I've been looking for this particular 2-pack for a while. I know one of these has a Kino release, but the other one, this is the only way you could. No, there's another way you can get this, but it's in a 3-pack. But it's Last Man Standing and The Last Boy Scout. And The Last Boy Scout, I went to see both of these films in the theaters, but The Last Boy Scout was the first movie that I ever got kicked out of sneaking into. I paid to see, I think it was the Addams Family. And I walked in, and if you've seen the movie, it's where the car blows up at the very beginning. And I got thrown out because I didn't have my ticket stub. And they said, well, I said, I'm here with my dad. And he goes, where's your dad at? I said, well, he's in the bathroom. And he said, all right, let's go. You're out of here. So, The Last Boy Scout. Another one I went to see in theaters, and I thought it was amazing until I saw Life is Beautiful. And that was Shakespeare in Love. With a slip. $6.99 with a slip. And I did go watch this in theaters. I did not have a good time watching this, and I think it's because I was going through some issues at work. I just wasn't into it. But it's Snatch. I love Brad Pitt, And I think Dennis Farina in here is really funny, but Snatch. And that's all that I picked up from Dean's and Andrews. It's a really nice place. Some of us picked up.
Cool. It's
It
really
is.
cute. It's cool.
It's really it's a fun place to go to. I know Jeff's been there a couple of times, but I mean it's really cool, down to earth. I mean, you're not bothered by the people who work there. I mean, it's just great. It's like a mom and pop store. And they've got VHSs there because I know some of us, took home some VHS. I know Bob did. And like if we were ever to go back again, yeah, I'll visit that place in a heartbeat. So before we get into everything else that I got, I'll hit the chat up one last time. And let's see, Jeff is saying, I feel so humbled. Why?
You should feel happy that you didn't take anything.
Well, I mean, it wasn't for a lack of trying.
No, that
I mean, I tried. Tony was actually going to, was helping me steal stuff. Then April said, no, you're not.
No, sir, no, sir.
Thanks for the kind words, but no, man. I gotta say, you've got shit. You do. You got some shit. And it's like when I walked in there and I'm like, man, oh man, I got to step my game up. So even Corey said, Jeff, you do have a great room. And when you get this, I mean, this is from Tony, who has everything. He saw something in there that he'd like to have.
And Mika said you got some great pickups.
Well, yes, I do. I do have some great picks, but she said that before we started rattling.
Oh,
yeah, that
sorry.
was the starred comment.
I'm slow, excuse me.
He's saying thanks. And Nikki said Jeff has collected since childhood. Yep, that's the same with me. I did it with VHS when I was younger, and then it went to DVDs and DVD to Blu-ray to 4K. And yes, more Tay. Oh my God,
have more Tay.
No.
All together for Tay, we have 7 albums. I think there's only 2 that we haven't gotten, and I think one of them is really, really hard to find. I think.
Don't mention it because Tony will find it.
Well, I don't even remember which one it is, to be honest with you.
Guy says, be well rested before watching Crash, and definitely be rested to follow. Allow of the storylines has an illustrated. I know it's a rough watch, Crash is, because you have to pay attention.
Yeah, sometimes I just can't pay attention.
Jeff said, I still need to upgrade my Miracle DVD as well. I'm so happy you got some great titles from my local spot. I went in there not knowing what to expect, and I was, with what they had, I was impressed. I mean, they even had some 4Ks. I was going to pick up one of the 4Ks, but I know I have it here. I just need a slip for it. Mika said, great film, American History. It really is. I mean, the end is, I didn't see the end coming. I didn't see it, but that's how I would have expected it to end. Oh, I may have something to let him like, oh, I know he does.
But the question is, though, Jeff, did Tony take it? Because he didn't say what it was.
Yeah, he didn't say he left it.
Yeah,
he didn't say he left it there.
Say what it was that he wanted. So the question is, did he take it and use Johnny as a distraction? That's a good thought. I'm good. I'm surprised myself that I thought about that.
Oh, we forgot about the title.
Even though we know Tony wouldn't do that. What title?
Let's get that one.
Which one?
All of them.
Okay.
Okay, this is the last one because I took the sticker off the side of it. That's why I didn't notice it.
Oh, yeah, it was. I picked it up.
Yeah.
I done that. Duh.
Me and Tony were discussing whether or not this actually had a Blu-ray release, and Tony swore up and down that it doesn't, like not a U.S. release. It has a foreign release. So I'm like, all right. So I picked it up because I went to see this movie in the theaters, and because I'm a huge Julia Roberts fan. I love Julia Roberts. And it's Dying Young. I know it's not that good and it doesn't hold up. But after we came out of the shop, because it was like very hard to get cell signal in there. So we couldn't look it up on like our Blu-ray.com app. And as soon as I walked outside, I was like, you know what? It actually does have a US Blu-ray release, but it is so out of print and it is so expensive. I'm happy with this for now, unless I can find one cheaper. So, Dying Young. Now, when we got back to the, at the Airbnb, some of us actually swapped out titles with each other, or if we saw a title that someone was going to get rid of, we, ask how much they want for them, or they just even give them to us. So Tony, being the saint, the angel that he is, he had a title in his tote that I think he was going to go and sell, or if he was going to sell them on Whatnot, because Tony does Whatnot now. And I saw one title in there, and I'm like, I went to go watch this, and I haven't been able to find a copy of it, reasonably priced. And it was Antoine Fisher. Now, I think this is Denzel's directorial debut, I believe. It's a great film, and I remember I worked at a movie theater when this came out, so I got to see pretty much anything I wanted for free. And this was one that I didn't see a trailer or anything, and I just walked into it, and I'm like, all right, what is this? And I was absolutely blown away by it. Derek Luke gives a great performance on this. Now, Corey, on the other hand, Corey gave me, he sent a picture out to the group and said, is there anything you guys would like? And I said, well, I see a couple in there. And one of them was the Friday the 13th 4K. But I know he had promised that to Jeff. And I'm like, well, that's fine. That's fine. But the other two things he did give me, and April loves them. We watch them every year. I love them. And it's the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and Charlie Brown Christmas with slips. We love these. Now we have to get the good God, I'm having trouble. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. We need to get those, and because I've got them. Yeah. They came in a 3-pack, but the discs are like there's something wrong with them. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get new ones.
We watch Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
And we've got a Valentine's Day one. So, I completely forgot about this one. Tony, again, noticed that I'm doing my AFI challenge. And one of the films that's on there is a Billy Wilder classic. And I've got the Criterion of it, but I don't have this one or this particular version of it. And it's Double Indemnity. And it comes in a side loader.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I love Double Indemnity. It's a great film. And it's embossed. And I'm like, wow, Tony, thanks. He said, yeah, you can just have it. Yeah. So you see, Tony, he knows I would appreciate it. I love this film. I love Billy Wilder. It's really good. It's really, really good. Now, after we had said our goodbyes, and it was a great 5 days being together, and we made our way home. I did make some purchases before the trip, and I was just waiting for them to show up, so I'm going to count them. And we also went to Barnes & Noble on our way home because April wanted to get something at Barnes & Noble. She said, oh, it's there. We have to go. So we went to Barnes & Noble in, I think it was Johnson City, because that's where we ended up going to watch the movies at. So this is what we picked up at Barnes & Noble. And I'll go on with you.
I got 3 books. All Too Well by Corinne Michaels.
Yeah, I have no idea what these books are about. For as long as I can remember, Lachlan West has been my brother's best friend and the love of my life. Trouble is, he kissed me 4 years ago and then never spoke to me again. Riveting. But yes, All Too Well.
And then by L.J. Sheen. This is like a series, I guess, 1 and 2.
Is this the first one?
Yeah, that's the first one.
This old flame just might set them on fire. Do they set someone on fire?
No.
Nobody burns?
No.
Then why the hell did you read it?
Because it was good. And then Wildest Dreams.
Am I in your wildest dreams?
Yes, babe. Yes, you are.
She said sarcastically. He'll protect his best friend's baby sister from anything
Oh,
other than
I
himself.
forgot one. I forgot to show him one. Tay Tay from McKay's.
Oh, well, yeah, see,
Sorry, it's
April bought
midnight.
so many
I
Taylor
forgot.
Swift
It's
albums.
midnight.
She bought Midnights. I don't even know what the hell's on here.
You have to take it out or open
I'm
it
not
up.
taking anything out of Taylor Swift. Oh,
It's on the front.
I've never heard of any of these songs.
Lavender Haze. I love Lavender Haze.
Anti-Hero.
You
I've
know
heard of
that one.
Anti-Hero.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then this is the one I got at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, this was her last LP at Barnes and Noble.
Taylor's
version of 1989. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, she picked up a whole bunch of Taylor Swift stuff. So I'm going to mix everything else because I had my stuff that I ordered mixed in with stuff I got from Barnes and Noble. So I'm just going to show it all off. So this, I ordered this. I think I got this on eBay. I needed it for my collection because it came with a slip, and it's the Nutty Professor Shout Select Blu-ray with the slip. It's hard finding one of these with the slip. This one I ordered because Jeff, this one got I had this completes my Halloween box sets, if you want to call it that. It's the Halloween 3 with the hard box. So now I have all of these, Scream Factory hard box right up there. So now this completes it. So now I can show my niece all of the Halloween films. This one I placed an order for when we were down there, and Orbit DVD would get it in, not get it, sell out, get it back in, sell out. So I was finally able to get the 4K of American Pie from 88 Films with the slip. It sucks that they're only going to do the first two in 4K and not the others, but I'm going to pre-order the second one. This one I ordered before we left, and it got here maybe like a day or two, but I hadn't had a chance to show it off. This is from Vinegar Syndrome. This is their cinematograph set collection, and I picked up Drop Zone, the 4K. I think this one's says it's a numbered, and mine's 4725 out of 5,000. I think you can probably still get this on their website. I did do the Amazon 3 for 33, and these were the ones that I picked up. I'm doing my AFI's greatest films, and I was able to pick up Singing in the Rain, The Shawshank Redemption, and I had never seen First Man, but I had the slip for it, so I picked up First Man. And the next three are from Amazon that I placed like a couple of days before they came out, and I don't know how they got to me this quickly, but I did get the Pale Rider 4K Steelbook, the Outlaw Josie Wales 4K Steelbook, and the Dirty Harry 4K Steelbook. These we were down there, and apparently Orbit DVD got some more in, so I did went ahead and place my order for the 4K for Jason X from Arrow Films. Jason Goes to Hell 4K. And the Barnes & Noble pickups, I did finally get a Simple Plan. I did go watch this in theaters. This is an amazing film, and it's hard because Arrow and a lot of these places would get this and then it would sell out, get it and sell out, and I was lucky enough to finally find it there with a slip. I also picked up this one. I've heard good things about this. I've never seen this before, but it's the 4K for Cruising. The nice little chunky box. Billy Friedkin. 2 Kino Lorber titles. I have never seen Foul Play. I like Chevy Chase. I like him as an actor, not as a person, but I like him as an actor. He's funny. And I picked up Sneakers. I did go watch this in theaters. I had a great time with it. I think it's really good. And the last one I picked up, it's a Criterion title. Barnes and Noble didn't have it like out on the shelf, so I went behind the counter to see if they had it, and there were some there, but it was the Blu-rays. And then I was trying to find April, and this was hidden behind JoJo Dancer. Your Life Was Calling Criterion, and it's Honora. I haven't seen this yet. Can't wait to check it out. So now that I've shown you guys everything that I've gotten, I'm gonna head back to the comments. So it looks like, wow, there's a lot of people popping in after that. So you guys, sorry, autocorrect. That's all right, man. It happens. Sometimes I'm like talking autocorrect because I just keep getting mumbly. See, if I don't miss, I guess I didn't need it. No. He said, I did not take anything. I would never be able to live with myself.
Me neither, Tony. Me neither.
Yeah, she wouldn't let me walk out with anything.
That would be horrible.
I want to be part of these trips. These are fun. I mean, they take a lot of planning.
Where is it, Guy?
Yeah, Guy.
Where is he from?
Yeah. Where you from, Guy? That's a cool thing. No matter how big of a collection you have, you can always find something to appreciate in somebody else's collection. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, whether it's 4Ks, whether it's Blu-rays, DVDs, VHS, we all collect differently, and we all appreciate what everybody else has because, game recognizes game. I recognize, what Tony collects, and I know you recognize what Jeff collects. And it's just amazing that we all have this one thing that unites us, and it's our love for physical media. That says yes. Antoine Fisher is amazing. It really is. It's been a while since I've seen it, but from what I remember of it, it's great. See, everybody loves Antoine Fisher. And Corey says, I heard my name. Those peanuts are super nice, some crispy slips. Yeah, I was surprised it actually had slips on them.
I love the Charlie Brown, the Peanuts ones. I love those movies. Those are movies that I will actually sit down and watch.
Tony enjoys when others enjoy their goodies, just as it should be. He's a great example of how to be happy for others. Exactly.
Yes, he is.
Exactly. Tony was keeping the lions at bay till he could drive off home. Yep. Yeah, he was. He's like, I gotta go. I thought we were done talking about 50 Shades, Wildest Dreams. See,
I love Lavender Haze. Yeah.
My God, I can't stand that. Explain why Bob goes on hiatus for his love of Johnny. I don't know. I have no idea. Bob loved me. I have no idea. You're all set for Taylor vinyl, April.
Yes, I just need 2 more.
Wasn't the rumor that she was going to release one in a couple of weeks or something?
Reputation.
Yeah.
That's the one my niece, she wants so bad. That's the one she wants. And then the very first one she let out. I think those are the 2. Yeah.
I know nothing about that, so.
I don't know. I've got 3 in the living room.
Oh, God, yes.
The Tortured Poets one.
Hang
on, I have to pull up my pictures.
Tony says, I love The Nutty Professor. Both films are hilarious. I do. I like the first one more than I do the second one. I think the first one has more heart to it. And I think the second one was made just for money, but it was money. It was like for the right reasons because everybody remembers, when the family scenes in The Nutty Professor, those are the best scenes of the movie. And
she's got Reputation, but not Taylor's version. And then she's got the Tortured Poets Department anthology. We got that on Black Friday.
Okay.
And then I don't know which one that middle one is. So.
Oh, okay. Jeff says Halloween 3 is so good. Yeah, it is. If I mean you don't look at it as like, a Halloween film. And I agree with John Carpenter wanting to make an anthology series of the Halloween films. I agree with him. That would have been a hell of a lot better. 90%. It is. It's good. I love the story in the first one. I still need the 4K. Orbit may still have it. I don't know. Shawshank it is a classic, and that's one that never came here, and I wish it had come here. Love Drop. Yes, it is. Drop Zone's good. It's not like in my top tier, Wesley Snipes films. I had a great time with it. I'm still an estimated week. Man, that sucks. Jeff's a week away from getting his 3 for 33.
Oh,
Simple Plan is amazing. Yeah, you haven't seen the Simple Plan. We're gonna watch that.
Not. We are.
Yeah, Tony says it's great. Corey likes it. Mika and Kira, they like it. If I hadn't gotten the Scream Factory Jason collection, I totally get the Arrow releases, the artwork by Gary. It is. I think the Scream Factory ones. I think Jeff was telling me like the first 4 are like remastered in 4K, but the rest aren't, and I can understand why, but I think they might end up releasing all of them in 4K. Yes, that is. I mean, this artwork is just great. Nice little. It was a nice little haul. I don't know if I'll do another big one like this again. Considering what I had to go through to get all of the old ones out down there, unloaded to McKay's. I don't know. It was an ordeal. If you haven't seen the other, yeah, need to check him out. I think he's talking about the artist for that. Oh, Nora equals spicy. I've seen one clip from Nora, and that's when she's in like a living room and she's dancing around provocatively. Central Kentucky, Webster, about an hour south of Louisville, and another well-known YouTube. I know who he's talking about.
That's what, about 3 hours?
Oh, it's about 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, thank you so much for finding me, Benjamin Button Criterion. It's been on my short list to get, and it's out of it's out of print. It's like the only Criterion title that I know of that actually came with like a cardboard slip. And I think last year Ryan found that one for me. I remember we were at McKay's. He goes, "Anybody need Benjamin Button?" I'm like, "I need it," and he handed it to me. It's over there next to Dazed and Confused. So yeah, that's it. That's all that we got. It's all I picked up. It's a massive haul. Yeah, I mean, we had an absolute blast with the get together. We are going to. I know we're going to be planning another one. Another one next year. I don't know when. Got to make sure everybody's schedules kind of line up. April and we may reach out to a couple and see if we can have a get together later on in the year. Just again, it depends on everybody's schedules and what they're going to be doing. It won't be like anything we just went through. No, we're not going to get in like an Airbnb or anything like that. We may just drive and meet up with some people. We're thinking about doing it. Nothing's definite. No, don't sit there and say, "Oh, Johnny's going to do one." We don't know yet. We're thinking about it. So yeah, that's what we've got planned. Jeff says, "I wonder if anybody can get someone making me a slip for it." There are people who make those. Mockbuster, I think he makes slips. Like he's the only one I know of, I think, on YouTube. I think he's based in Canada. So I don't know about the tariffs and whatnot, how that'll affect it. There are people on uh, Instagram. I've seen them. They post all the time about making custom slipcovers. But yeah, you can just you should be able to find someone. Great Hall, thank you, Mika. Guy says, "May the 4th be with you and everyone in the chat." Yes, today is May the 4th. It's Star Wars Day, so I've been seeing a lot of people say, "May the 4th be with you," and wear Star Trek shit. I know I'm not going to do. I'm not Star Trek. I can't do that. Han says Johnny's going to do. I'm not. Now I wish I hadn't said anything. People are going to go, "Oh, Johnny's going to do one." I don't know if I'm going to do anyone. I don't know.
We got to figure out vacation.
Yeah, our vacation schedule and everything. Tony says, "Good night, everyone. Hope y'all had a great week." Yes.
Night, Tony.
Good night, Tony. We had an awesome week. Do it. See, I should have kept my mouth shut. There's a saying to you, guy. Of course, it's night, Tony. I wish I could be excited for Star Wars like I used to. Yeah, it's look, I had no issues really with the 3rd trilogy, like 7, 8, 9. I mean, we went to see The Force Awakens, and like that was, I mean, I went to see the Star Wars when they were re-released, but it wasn't the same because that's when Lucas went in and screwed everything up. But I mean, it was nice seeing Harrison Ford on screen again as Han Solo. But I had no interest in watching the others because it didn't feel right. Like I didn't have that magic anymore. Lost me. Yeah. A lot of people didn't like the new ones. Amazing all time for new. Yes, it is time for a new bookcase. I have to. April needs she's wanting a book nook where she has like a little chair where she can get in and read her books. So I have to get that for her first before I can get a shelf to either go there or
there
along this side of the wall here. I don't know. Maybe. But she's going to get her stuff first before I get anything new.
The only thing is finding a chair that I like.
Yeah, finding a chair that she likes. Yeah, he's saying 100%. So, yeah, that's it. I think that's it for our haul. I want to say, thank you guys for hanging out. This means the world to me. It's been a while since I've done this, and it was kind of put together at the last minute. I put out a poll to see which you guys would like me to do first, either do a live stream or do a pre-recorded video, and you guys seem to like seeing us on live streams, so we might do a couple more of those. But yeah, you want to add anything?
If Mika's still on, a couple of my authors that I really like is Shane Rose, which is Shin, and there's she has 3 books between love and loathing and stuff. I've got those 3. They're great.
I don't know how well that'll show up.
I don't think it's going to show up very well either.
I'll type it in the chat.
And then Elsie Silver.
How do you spell it?
Shane Shin Rose Rose. And then Elsie Silver. I think that's
LC, like 2 letters. LC.
No, ELSIE Silver. And she has hopeless books and stuff. Flawless. There's 5 books in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great series.
Jeff said, "Have a great night." Same to you, Jeff. They said yes to a book nook.
Yes.
Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Mika.
Thank you for stopping by. Hope everybody has a great night.
Awesome haul, Johnny. Always glad to see you guys. Have a wonderful evening, everybody in the chat.
Oh, and Kylie Kent, too.
Kylie Kent.
Yeah, she's a good one, too.
Adding to the list, April. Thanks for spelling. See, she was still hanging around. See, she wants to listen to you and not to me. Like I've always said, you guys love her. You guys tolerate me.
Yes, but Kylie Ken has a bunch of I think she's the Valentino see series. Yeah. Yes, Kylie Ken and the Valentino series. It's awesome. Great series. She is definitely one to read also.
Well, I guess that's it.
And that's it.
Right. From April to you, thank you. Thank you guys for hanging around. It really means a lot to us. It's been a while since we've done this, but we might do it again. Nikki says, great stream tonight. Also pick up. See you soon. Nikki, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you. And with that, I'm going to end on this.
I want you to know it's over.
Well, bye.
You smell that?